Hello, I'm sitting here at Herbal in Santa Monica. It's super loud, but I'm having my coffee. And I'm going over my journal. I wrote my sister a card for her birthday, but I'm going over my journal from like May, like my intentions for May and like how I wanted to win that month. And I was talking about yoga on YouTube, simplifying things, creating these vlogs, because this is the business, right? Like me remembering my mindset at certain points in my life is really the point of these videos, this one in particular. But I want to remember where my head was at. What was I thinking? What was I consuming, right? So for the last 2.5 months, I took coffee off, like all of June, all of July, almost all of August. And now it's September, and I'm back on coffee. But it was just one of those things where I had one and I felt the difference after months and months of not having one, and I was like, okay, this is something I can do every day and be satisfied with it. So I'm like kind of going through some motions where I'm feeling like, I don't know, like not enthusiastic, not excited, nothing is like interesting. I don't know, I'm like at this weird standstill, and so I try to convince myself to be really excited and to actually give a care about everything that's going on and like future and stuff. So that's why I revisit the journal, because it reminds me of who I have been being. And so I'm focused on making this journey sacred and focus on slowing down and drilling out like when things will get done and what things need to be accomplished, and like thinking on an 80-year plane, listening to Gary Vee again, thinking about in 80 years where do I want to see myself, how high do I want to take this life. And my friend Carter wrote something that was like, be bold, like go hard, be bold, live a big ass life, like why. And that's kind of where I'm at. Like I've been thinking that I am like not worthy or some weird thing, like where I want to write this book and I'm writing this book and then I'm not sharing it and I'm feeling like, I don't know, like what I have to say is not important or something. But I am realigning myself with the principle that it's always important to share and to put things out there, because otherwise, what do we have? And just a reminder that nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. So you gotta love you know? People don't fucking care. They pretend like they care, or they don't even pretend like they care. It's crazy. Nobody's gonna care about you more than you're gonna care about you. So that's how you gotta get things done. Not worrying about your family. Okay. I always start with family because that's like my number one priority. It's like I'm always trying to take care of my mom, or take care of my dad, or get this for them and do that and do this and write these letters and make them feel special and loved. But and really that's just me wanting to feel special and loved and to receive letters and things, and so I always have to give what I wish to get. And I'm like, it's okay if they feel like what I'm doing isn't important enough or isn't like, wow, because it doesn't matter how they think. Like, they don't have to live my life every day. I have to live it. And so as long as I am happy and excited about what I'm up to, I can't lose. I don't have to worry about really what anyone else thinks. Like, I'm sitting here, there's people across the table from me. I don't give a fuck what they think. Like, now I'm sitting here talking to myself on camera. I don't care. Like, and that's the beautiful thing, is when you stop caring, or when you care less about those things, you make space to care about other stuff that's actually important, like your family. Or I feel like I'm kind of talking in circles there, but you know what I'm saying. I'm letting this coffee hit me slowly, but I'm really happy about all the impact that I'm creating through the health and wellness industry, and I'm just drafting up ideas on how to maximize the potential that's here, because especially in this city, it's unlimited. The reach is unlimited. There's so many people. What you can do with it is unlimited because people are always buying in and selling out to other stuff. And yeah, thinking about yoga. And I was talking to this girl this morning, and she's like, "Oh no, they pay you according to your hours." And so like on Yoga Alliance, I haven't clocked any hours, none, because I'm not a I have my certificates through them, but I'm not keeping track as a member. Like I don't pay for their yearly membership, which is a bunch of bullshit anyway. So I don't have any hours on dock, even though I've been teaching for years. And so I'm like, I don't want to get paid the entry level pay. But then there's that part to me that's like, okay, you need to eat some shit sandwiches in order to order off the big menu later in life. So just kind of figuring out what is going to be the most beneficial power play that I can make next. I feel really healthy. My body's really healthy. I'm kind of fit right now. I haven't been training as hard as I always do, so there's a reflection there. But I feel like as soon as you love yourself a little bit more, like yesterday, I loved myself enough to like not sit in the living room watching TV with my roommates. I just went to my room and chilled because I got like new lights, and that changed the ambiance, and it made me want to be in there. And like just choosing yourself over and over again. And if people want your time, just choosing you instead. And even like on Snap and on text, like just choose to spend your time however you want to spend it. I'm gonna choose today to think about how blessed and fortunate I am, how capable and able I am, and how documenting the process is 100% the most important part of this thing, and like loving the process, loving the shit work that has to be done because it has to be done. It's part of that ultimate goal, like loving that I get to do the shit work, like loving that, and trying to create something even bigger than what I can imagine. This place is just popping with energy. It's divine. I'm just holding out until lunch gets served because I want to take my lunch home and chill at the house. Yeah, I think I'm gonna draft up my yoga teacher training manual, start hosting them. Like even if I do a mock training, right? I do a practice one for 30 days where I am teaching myself in the mirror. Like this is that shit work. Like drafting up a manual, that's shit work. You don't want to do it, but if you stay grounded in the end goal of having a fucking manual and like having a established YTT biz, like that's what the main objective is, and you have to keep that present while you do this work. Like when I would rather, go on TikTok or something, I have to shift into, no, I have this big idea, this big goal. It's going to take a lot of time, hours, effort, work, and just to commit to those hours, effort, and work, and not let any distraction get in my way. None ski. So that's like my immediate goal, and I think if I get it on and popping, if I get a couple groups together, then those people start marketing for me because of the posts and the shout outs and whatever and the reviews. Like that just creates more content on top of the business, and then I can get people that have been trained by me to take over. Like of course I'm going to take a lot of pride in my work, and I'm going to want to be there every step of the way, but I'm also going to want to create opportunities for other people. That's what this is all about, opportunity creator. That's what I am. I create opportunities. If I see a section of the market that's not being, for lack of a better word, exploited, I can get in there and just run amok. Hopefully you can hear me over all this loud talking and smoothie blending. But I try to keep these under 10 minutes. Thanks for listening. I absolutely love you. I love you so much that I'll make great decisions based on the future of us.